comes to receiving your part of the inheritance of the kingdom of Yeshua, one must not be passive. This is one of those times where we must become assertive. We stand up for ourselves. Hi, this is Barry Phillips of 10-Minute Torah, day number 5 of the Torah portion Pinchas, and we come to chapter number 27, verse 1 of the book of Bamidbar, or Numbers. It says, Then came the daughters of Zelophehad, son of Hepher, son of Galad, son of Machir, son of Manasseh, from the clans of Manasseh, son of Joseph. These were the names of his daughters, Mahlah, Noach, Haglah, Milcah, and Tirzah. They stood before Moshe and before Eleazar the priest and before the leaders and all of the congregation by the doorway of the tent of appointment, saying, Our father died in the wilderness, yet he was not in the company of those who were met together against Yahweh, in company with Korah, but he died in his own sin, and he had no sons. Why should the name of our father be removed from his clan because he had no son? And here's the assertive part. Give us a possession among the brothers of our father. And Moshe then brought the case before Yahweh. What if they'd said nothing? What if they had just sat back and said, well, we're women, and it has befallen to us the loss of everything. We're just not going to get anything. And let's just hope that somebody takes pity on us and marries us for whatever reason that they can discern needed, and we'll survive. No, they stood up for themselves. And it must have been to Moshe like, good question. Let me go ask the father about that. Now, just as an aside, this is another one of those instances where Moshe's prayer life and relationship with Yah was such that he said, hold on a minute, I'll be right back. He had this confidence, this incredible relationship with Yah that was available to him, that he could go and ask a question and get an answer. For most of us, it would seem that we ask and it's, hello, are you there? I can use an answer right now. We get dreams, we get visions, we get, an email or something. Can you send me a messenger visitation? Let's lay out a fleece before you. Okay, I digress. Let's get back to the subject at hand. Zelophehad, his name is Zoloph, from wound, or also Ichad, or one. So one wound or fracture, or the Gesenius Hebrew Chaldee lexicon. Doesn't that make you sound intelligent? It means first rupture or firstborn. So he is evidently a firstborn son. As such, he has, according to the order or the idea of the Melchizedek lineage, he has a priestly function for his family. At least traditionally that was so. Not going down that trail of priestliness. So he has this quality about himself. He's not there to operate in it. There's no one else to speak up for them. They must then speak up for themselves. Two things stand out here. When Moshe comes back, he says, you're going to receive tribal allotment for yourselves, but you must marry within the tribe of Manasseh. That is to keep your tribal allotment within the right boundaries. Two things stand out. Number one, Yah gives details and information when we ask. Sometimes I think we stand in the dark and we're clueless because we're willing to stand in the dark and be clueless. Sometimes I guess we have this idea, well, if I ask him, he's not going to tell me anything. Well, ask. I remember as an adult coming home after moving away from my hometown, but coming back to my parents' home on occasion to visit, I opened the refrigerator and asked, Mom, can I have? And Mom let me know real quick, when my children come home, this is their home. And if you open the refrigerator and you see something you want, you don't have to ask my permission. You can have it. If it's here, you can have it. So when I go home to Mom's house, I open the refrigerator, and if I need to make a sandwich, I make a sandwich. If there's milk or juice in the fridge that I want, I drink it. I know where her potato chips and cookie drawer is. I know where the snack things are, and I can have them. The Father has an inheritance available for us. He has a relationship for us, and He wants us to come to Him. And the more frequently and the more openly we discuss things with Him, the more frequently and openly things He will discuss with us. Number two, boundaries are important. Yah is not just handing things out indiscriminately. Yah operates in purpose, by design, with intention in mind. He has boundaries around the things that belong to Him, and all things belong to Him, and He will apportion those to those that He deems are ready and capable of defending them, as we talked about, and that are willing to receive from Him. Again, it comes down to asking. Sometimes I think things are withheld from us because we just simply have not gotten to the place that we're willing to ask for them yet. So ask that you might see, to receive. Seek that you might find. Knock and keep on knocking so that it can be open to you. But if we sit back passively and say, well, He must not want me to have it, or He'd already given it to me. Wrong mindset. Be assertive in prayer. Go to Him and situate yourself before Him. Father, this is where I'm at. This is what I need. I need this. And when I receive it, this is what I plan to do with it. This is how I plan to utilize what you entrust to my hands. How many times have we wondered out loud, oh, what would I do if I had X amount of money? Go to Him and tell them, this is my plan. And have it understood. This is what I intend to do. I need X amount of money. And we don't inflate the amount that we need. We tell it what we need. I need these many tools. I need this given situation. I need help in these areas. And having these things, this is what I'm going to accomplish. Show your homework when you pray. Now, to these women, Machlah, her name means disease, to be weak or sickly. Noach means to have motion, to quiver, to shake, to be tossed about, to wonder. Hagla, not maybe a pretty name, but it means partridge, a bird that nests her young in the field. Milcha is a term for the queen. And Tirzah means favorable, pleasing, and acceptable. Now, how they came up with these names, I don't know. But it describes a variety of situations. There are those that are in the body of Mashiach that are diseased, that are weak and sickly. There are those that tremble with fear and they're shaking, they're tossed about. There are those that are just taking care of business in the field. There is queenly attitudes among some, and then there are those that are pleasing and acceptable and favorable, and they walk in that. Here's my question. There are 5 daughters. Do they correspond to the 5 wise virgins that Yeshua described, who saw the day and the hour approaching of the bridegroom, and they made sure that they were prepared, regardless of their situation, from the weakest to the strongest, from the shaking to the queenly? They situated themselves with fresh oil so that they were ready when the bridegroom appeared. Shabbat Shalom to you and to your family. May Yah situate you, regardless of your situation, and visit with you and bring His presence to you. We'll see you again next week. To then, Shalom.